What's this? Go find your ball. Two. Go find it. When it comes to dating, I think most will agree that today dating is interesting. The fairy tale of boy meets girl, girl likes boy, they start dating, white picket fence with 2 kids and a Labrador is just that, a fairy tale.
But let me get this straight. So many modern day women think that they're the prize because basically they're a functioning adult and they pay their bills. Like, congratulations for paying your electric bill. I guess that means you deserve princess treatment. Meanwhile, these women are ill-mannered, don't know how to communicate, they don't know how to take constructive criticism, they only know how to focus on negative behaviors instead of positive behaviors, they have unhealed trauma that they constantly project onto other people, they're selfish and entitled and expect everyone to cater to them while they give nothing in return. They have poor time management, they don't have any priorities in place, they don't know how to focus, they don't know what they really want in life, which is why they dabble in everything and sleep around.
We've created a generation of narcissistic women, and what's happened is the rise of social media and the rise of online dating and the rise of feminism has taught women that they are not to blame for any poor choices. Every poor choice is glamorized. So if you want to be a sex worker, it's great. If you want to post bikini pictures online, it's fine. They are trained to not reflect on themselves because we've been told we've been oppressed for so many years. Now it's time to make sure we project. And so we don't take any accountability. And as a result, when we get into relationships, if we don't feel completely soothed all the time, he must be a narcissist. He must be a manipulator. He must be gaslighting. Fortunately, we've got an online market that caters to that wounded woman, that caters to that entitled woman, and caters to that narcissistic woman.
Dating today has gone digital. Even in rare circumstances where people meet organically, we have social media to learn about each other. If we are not meeting suitable partners organically, we use social media and dating apps to create opportunity to meet. With all the online connectivity, we are certainly the least lonely generation ever, and many feel this has permanently altered us.
There are girls who have like 500 inbound matches on Hinge, another 200 matches on Tinder, 100 inbound DMs on Instagram, a bunch of DMs on TikTok, people swiping up on their Snapchat stories nonstop. Like, there are literally hundreds of guys for a pretty girl to choose from at any time. Not only are guys asking for their attention, they're trying to fly these girls out, invite them on yachts, invite them to these crazy parties. It's insane. On the other side, you have guys reaching out to hundreds of girls at the same time on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Hinge, Tinder, Bumble. It's a merry-go-round. So on both sides with guys and girls, it makes this feeling of, oh, the grass is always greener. Oh, that date didn't go exactly as I planned. There's always another DM I can send, another Snapchat story I can reply to, another Hinge match I can have. Oh, that person gave me the ick. I'll just go back on Hinge or go in my DMs and find somebody else to go out with. Think back to our parents' generation. It was like, oh, Sally from the bowling alley was cute. I'm going to ask her out. Or, oh, Joe's friend Tom was really cool. Let me go on a date with him. If the only way to meet people was to go out and socialize in your town, meet a friend of a friend, get introduced to somebody by your friend, and go on dates that way. Nowadays, the dating pool has expanded from your local area to the entire world. Like, a girl could get flown out to Los Angeles next week to a girl's DM.
There is a fine line between knowing your value and being entitled. You know what I mean? And there's so many entitled ones on the dating apps, right? Sir, you can go to Target to find all the doormats that you need. I just had one guy suggest to me that we meet at a dog park, cute, where he regularly goes anyway every Sunday morning in his neighborhood. That costs money to get in. So this is the first date, a chance for, a great impression. And he is not doing anything out of the ordinary, anything out of his neighborhood, and anything out of his pocket. But I'm doing all of the above. Yeah, gosh, I can't believe you're still single. It's so weird how your wife just up and left you like that. How about I bring us a picnic brunch while I'm at it? Do you prefer chicken salad, or can I bring tuna salad, or should I bring both?
So on a recent episode of Guys Night Podcast, the guys and I started talking about passport bros.
Coming up. Feminism today is different than like the idea of like a woman having an equal opportunity.
Exactly.
Today, being a feminist is about like fucking knocking down other people in order to give yourself an opportunity for no reason. I won't say I'm a feminist. I just believe that fucking.
So passport. You take that.
Let's talk about passport bros.
I really want to talk about
Vietnam.
So listen, here's the countries that have more females than males: Armenia, Ukraine.
was saying. That's because all the Ukrainian dudes are fucking dead or at war, and all the women are just chilling.
Belarus, Latvia, Russia, Macau, Lithuania, Georgia, and Portugal.
Here's how I look at it. Has anybody here been to Greece?
No.
Italy?
Yes.
Italy?
No, Greece.
All right, so in Greece and Italy, you walk everywhere. There's no handicap access. I don't care if you're 100 fucking years old. You don't get ramps to get to the fucking biggest tourist attractions. All the women in Greece, all the women in Italy, almost all of Europe, really in general.
In shape.
Like, in shape. So when it comes to passport bros or fucking dating women in other countries, number one, they're almost all in shape, especially under 40. Two, they almost are all conventional family based. Like they're trying to be the boss bitch, just trying to fucking find a man, take care of them, create a family, move forward. At least that's what I've seen in the foreign
Yes,
countries.
and men dating the women, even if the woman makes more money, it's not a boundary in the relationship. It's like they look to the man to make a lot of the hard decisions. Iceland was a great trip, but when it comes to Japan, like everywhere in Japan, the women treat you with respect.
Because they have to. Japan and China are both the same though. You have a lot less women than you do men. And you can look that up yourself.
There's a couple areas like Macau and Hong Kong is the other way. They tend to ship the women there because those are tourists. Because they work and they want to get married and move somewhere else.
But so like, I mean, when you talk about those kind of countries, like one, you have more women there, but two, like they were held back on fucking like reproduction for the longest time, especially in China. And they're all skinny because they don't have any fucking food.
So here's my challenge for the single guys.
Accepted.
All right.
Mistake.
Yeah.
You got me just the right
I mean, I know he's got a passport. I know he's got a passport.
You don't prove that. You don't prove I have a passport.
I have a passport. Got a passport. Yeah.
Passport.
Passport.
Pending passport.
Pending passport.
Passport.
He's definitely got a passport. He's here on a passport.
He's on a work visa over
Wait,
Domino's.
serious question though. Like, you can fly, right? There's no issues.
No security checks, no red flags at the airport, no nothing.
All right, back to the passport bros. We're all passport holders, pretty much.
So here's a challenge. We put all those countries on a wheel. We spin it. We book a trip next year. And we have a challenge. Who's ever single at the time, you use whatever method you want. Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, whatever the fuck you're into. Lying.
I will go on the trip and I will DD for everyone. How's that sound?
No,
I'm done.
lame.
No, I don't wonder you're Jesus Christ. Dude, stop blaming the women, bro. That kind of shit is your fault.
I don't want to have meaningless sex.
First of all, what sex is meaningless? If it helps you discover yourself and give you self-confidence, that is fucking great. All right, so we're going to pick a country.
So we're gonna spin the wheel. We'll pick a country. We're recording all of it, by the way. This will be content.
I mean,
Not the
podcast.
sex. Not the sex. We're not. That's illegal.
yeah,
We're not
no.
recording the sex.
It's not illegal to record sex.
Right, that's just porn.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel like we get paid for that, too. Maybe we can I mean, if we put that on Pornhub, we could have Pornhub sponsor the fucking podcast.
No. All right. Here we go.
No, but nobody needs to see that. Nobody needs to see that.
So I'll do it as long as you, one, pay for the condoms, and two, pay for the pay on my STD screening.
You want to pay for your prostitute too?
I feel like, see, that's the American in you. You're so used to fucking STDs that you have to worry about that. Or fucking European.
Used to STDs? I just don't want to get one.
Yeah, I feel like you don't have to worry about that as much in Europe. I'm just saying.
I thought you were gonna say that's like the Democrat that he's expecting us to pay for his shit.
Are we spinning the wheel right now? Like, do we want to?
No, that'll be one.
No, but I think
I'm 100%
committed.
I'm 100% committed.
Committed.
I mean, I have to bring my wife, but she can hold a video camera.
That sounds so wrong.
Do you and the panel agree with the Passport Bro movement? Me personally, I think it's cool. Go to where you're appreciated. And if you're a guy and you're in the West and you cannot find an eligible partner that's going to appreciate you here in the West, and you can find that in Latin America, Southeast Asia, wherever it may be, Eastern Europe, go for it.
Can you kind of elaborate on Passport Bros?
Well, Passport Bros, basically, it's men who are dissatisfied with the women in the local environment. So typically you find them in Western countries, the United States, probably UK, Australia, just Western countries that are probably like a little more starting to go a bit woke. And so they'll often go to Latin America, they'll often go to Thailand or different countries where the perception is that in these countries, women are more traditional, they're more feminine, et cetera, et cetera. So they're moving there. And I think one interesting thing, so we have men from Western countries in the US that are going to these other countries to find women, but there's no men from other countries coming to the US clamoring to get with American women.